This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 198. My name's Adam Patterson. Joining me today, got Kevin Rakestraw. How you doing there, Kevin?
Doing pretty good.
We're also joined by Ryan Holes. How are you?
Right.
What movie have you watched this week?
The Longest Ride.
Oh boy. The Longest Ride. This is directed by George Tillman Jr. Picked this in honor of The Choice coming out this week. Doing another Nicholas Sparks week on Ryan Watches
Oh, is this the rodeo one?
Yes, it is. In fact, when this came out, so this came out in 2015, we actually picked a different Nicholas Sparks movie when this movie came out.
Nice. I love when
now,
you just keep that thread going.
Yeah, now we're keeping the thread going by having you watch another one. I have a synopsis here. The lives of a young couple intertwine with a much older man as he reflects back on a past love. Oh my god. This stars Scott Eastwood, Britt Robertson, Alan Alda, Jack Houston, Una Chaplin. Ryan, tell us a little bit about The Longest Ride.
For a start, let me ask you, this Scott Eastwood character, is he related to Clint Eastwood?
I'm pretty sure he is.
I think he is. Yes, I think he is.
Yes, he's the youngest son of Clint Eastwood.
Alright, because I saw his name in the credits and I've been wondering that for hours.
Yeah.
Did you try Google?
Yeah, you could just look it up on IMDb.
I was busy doing tons of day training about that.
It's interesting that he's Clint Eastwood's son. He's 3 years younger than us. He was born in 86.
Wow.
I mean, geez, Clint, how old were you when you had this kid? Like 80?
He's probably he's like my dad.
He's like 75.
Still having kids when he's 60.
Yeah. Anyway.
Alright, so this Clint Eastwood's son is a bull rider, and he meets this girl who is going to Wake Forest, and she's a big art lover. She's all into art, knows everything about art. She is 100% art. And that will come into play later. On the way home from their first date, they see a car on fire in a guardrail. Pull out Alan Alda, and they are at the hospital afterwards. And he tells them this story about his wife and about how she's dead now, and he was on his way to this place that they went for an anniversary, and he was on his way there to memorialize her like he does every year. And eventually, well, this guy, he has had accidents, and his father was also a bull rider who died of a heart attack, and his mom explains that his dad wouldn't quit, and now this kid's not quitting, even though he's been knocked unconscious a few times. And then they flash back to Alan Alda and his wife, and he proposes to her a couple days before he gets caught off the, I'm assuming, World War II. And before he leaves, he promises her that he will come back. And having kids with her is a big deal. And she wants to get married and have a big family and blah, blah. while in the war, apparently he had shot the wiener and he can't have kids anymore. So he goes back to the States and she finds him, and slowly their love unwinds, and eventually she tells him that she can't handle it anymore, and she decides to leave. Then one day she comes back out of nowhere because she realizes that he loves kids, but he put her before any of his other interests. So maybe she should do the same. And then they flash forward to this kid and his girlfriend, and they end up breaking up because she tells him to quit bull riding, and he won't. So she has anger and they break up. Then Alda dies, and he has all his hard work in his house, and he has a private auction after he's dead, and they both get invited. And there is one painting of his wife that a child that they were very close to adopting, that's a small part in the entire movie. But this kid paid something, and this Eastwood kid decides to pursue this girl, and he decides to go bull riding, and he goes and buys this painting at the Stockman. Then, like 5 minutes later, the auctioneers tell him that there is a stipulation in the will in which whoever bought this particular painting owns everything. So now this Eastwood kid, is very rich, and they show a little bit ahead of time, in like a year, they both open a gallery that's dedicated to down on, and they live happily ever after.
Oh.
He gets rich from all them paintings.
And then she comes crawling back.
She's all happy because she's like 100% art. She's all art all the time.
Yeah.
And now she gets to take care of all these paintings. Damn, everything just worked out for these people.
This movie, okay, what'd you think of this movie?
Nope.
Just nope.
At first, I was not into it, but I kind of understood the message of not being able to have kids and not having your significant other hate that and all that shit, but then when everything works out perfectly, then it sucks because that's not how real life is.
You just wanted them to break up and then just be miserable for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
Oh my. Yeah, this movie sounds absolutely terrible.
It's just a fantasy world. World where everything is wonderful and everything is perfect. It works out wonderfully.
I don't understand. I don't understand these movies. Like, you can have a good love story, that warms the heart, but also have it be a decent movie with a decent plot, telling an interesting narrative.
Well, I don't know, a lot of Nicholas Sparks novels, movies, or whatever, but what I've noticed is it seems like there's always an old person that's reflecting on their past love while another group of young people are in love, and it's just a bunch of people being in love.
And their stories intertwined.
and they all intertwine, and it's all like they break up and then they get back together.
Yes.
Yeah, or they're apart for a really long time, and then they see each other again, and their love is rekindled. And it always seems like there's a weird, not weird, but there's always some sort of hook, like the guy is a firefighter, so he's living in a dangerous job, or a bull rider.
Bull
He
rider.
goes off to war.
You always had to. They always got to go off to war.
Yeah, of course. Or there's like, what was the one? There was one of them that came out not too long ago that was like, there was a killer. Like, there was a killer coming after him.
What? A dark and gritty Nicholas Sparks movie.
Yeah, there was one. I can't remember what it was called, because they're all, like, all the names are really generic. So,
yeah, I mean, the last three have been The Choice, The Longest Ride, The Best of Me, The Lucky One, The Last Song. I mean, they're all the something.
I assume these are so popular because everyone looks at their shitty lives in reality, and everyone wants everything to be perfect. Like in this movie, and that shit doesn't happen.
I'm also noticing that like all the posters are the same.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's all like extreme close, and the guy's always like he's got the hand on at least like the side of the head or like back of the head, and they're going in for that kiss.
Safe Haven, that's the one.
Safe Haven. I'm
pretty sure that's the one with the killer, because it says here her bond with a widower forces her to confront a dark secret that haunts her.
Oh boy.
I think that was the one. There's some sort of murder angle in there or something. Did we have you watch Safe Haven? I think that this is the third one we've had you watch.
I like how we don't know.
Well, it's impossible. They all bleed together. I think we had you watch The Last Song. That was the one with Miley Cyrus, right?
Yeah.
And Liam Hemsworth.
Ooh.
Did you like just looking at these synopses? Okay, the Last Song. And a strange duo learn to reconnect. Okay, and then let's go to.
And they do it through their mutual love of music.
Yeah,
it takes a little bit more than that.
And then we have, let's see, The Best of Me. Sweethearts reunite after many years. All right, okay. And then we have Safe Haven. And then we have a girl goes to her hometown and reconnects with someone. There's just, they're reconnecting with everyone. There's just nonstop reconnecting.
They're all the same. I do love the fact that the Last Song poster is different.
I feel like I did watch it.
The Last Song is using the old floating head technique.
Well, I love that he has his back to her.
Yeah, Liam Hemsworth's like, I'm out. I'm going off and I'm transporting my head into the sun.
Doing my own thing.
Who's in Safe Haven?
Safe Haven is
two really good-looking white people.
Yeah.
the best-looking white people at that time.
Yeah.
That were young.
The up-and-coming young actor, hot actor. Oh, is Julianne Hough and Josh Duhamel.
There you go.
And Kobe Smulders was in that one.
I did watch that.
All right, so you saw Safe Haven and The Last Song, and now you're seeing The Longest Ride. Where of those three, which one? How do they rank?
I don't remember Safe Haven that much. I remember I hated Miley Cyrus. Longest Ride was okay up until everything. Like you said, everything started working out perfectly. I was following along.
You just want them to be miserable so bad. You want their lives to be in ruins by the end of the movie.
Yes.
How about a better question? Are you able to make a clear distinction between those three movies?
Me personally, no.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't think so.
Some
Like-
people may.
Like
But-
Adam said, I know they're all about two younger people that are in love and then break up, and then old people tell their story and it brings them back together. But other than that, no, I don't know. There's really no distinction.
There's Knights in Rodanthe. That was an estranged son story.
Ooh.
That was with Diane Lane and Richard Gere.
Ooh.
He travels to meet up with his estranged son and falls in love.
Oh, nice.
So-
They're just finding love everywhere. Which is odd because I'm on Nicholas Sparks' IMDb page, and it says here that his trademark is romantic stories where the main characters usually don't experience the typical happy ending, which
Where's that?
it seems like all of his, unless they like change his books for the films, seems like all of them end in a typical happy ending.
Well, even if it's not like, and they lived happily ever after, like The Notebook. I think that was the only one of his movies that I've actually seen. But even with The Notebook, it was like still kind of a happy ending, even though the whole Alzheimer's thing was in there. And it was still like a pretty much a storybook romance.
Yeah.
They're just awful. I can guarantee you, Nicholas Sparks, he wakes up and he goes, it's been like 3 weeks. I gotta write something. Oh, God, what do I write? And he sits down at his computer, and there's a Word document on his desktop.
He just changes the
And
occupation.
it says book template. And he double clicks it, and everything's filled in, and there's just blank lines periodically throughout the thing. Or better yet, he has like some kind of app that he had developed where it's like character 1. It's Mad Libs. That's what it is. It's Mad Libs.
It's like a Mad Lib.
Yep.
And he has various dartboards on his wall for like male names, female names, male occupation, female occupation.
Loves
That's all he does.
Mad Lib.
And it was like and it was just like one thing that says like conflict. And it was like, oh, okay, here we go. And he just fills it in and publishes it and makes like $1 billion.
You gotta throw old people in there somewhere.
Yeah. Old person 1, old person 2. And then the various connection that they have. Are they estranged? Are they reconnecting for the first time? Did they know each other when they were children?
Are they reconnecting through their love of music?
Yeah.
What are they reconnecting through? It's a conduit for their reconnection.
God.
I swear to God, I will never watch a Nicholas Sparks movie ever.
I never have voluntarily.
Yeah. You'll be watching more of them, don't worry. As long as they keep making them, you'll keep watching them.
Yeah, just a heads up, you're going to be watching The Choice in the near future.
A Walk to Remember.
I'm looking at Wikipedia right now. He had a movie come out every year since 2010.
Yeah.
Well, he had 2 in 2010 and none in 11. So I'm assuming one of them was close to New Year's.
Yeah, probably.
Every year, birds.
And I bet they all come out in like January too.
January, February.
Yep. Oh, actually, no. The Longest Ride came out in April.
Oh.
It was an April one.
They made
Oh, Best of Me was October. Okay, so they mix them up.
Now, I
It's
just realized something here, Ryan, which I'm surprised you didn't bring up. But The Longest Ride is 2 hours and 8 minutes long.
Yeah. Holy crap, I saw that runtime. 2 hours and 8 minutes?
Yeah.
Serious?
I was kind of angry at that.
Well, that
God,
changes.
I
That changes my line of questioning. How did you survive?
Well, I'm not really sure.
How did you hang in there?
I have a knack for watching shitty stuff.
That's your superpower now.
Yes.
You're able to endure.
Well, I mean,
I
198 in. It's like, honestly, we've probably had him watch the worst of the worst already.
Yeah,
So
pretty damn close.
most of the time he can just reflect and say, you know what? Well, it's not as bad as Catwoman.
I wonder if, like, does your brain just kind of die when you're watching these and you just kind of coast through them?
Sometimes. Like, I get, like, especially with these, I get the general understanding of what's happening. And, like, I'm sitting here and texting and speaking my brother, and if it's a movie like, I don't know, there have been a few that I paid 100% attention to, probably like 30 or 40. So
Okay.
they're not all terrible. They're just, some are just.
Well, there's different shades of like garbage too, you know? Like some of these movies can be garbage but still be funny or still be entertaining on some level.
Yeah.
Whereas I think with The Longest Ride and probably a lot of the other movies are just grating. Like there's nothing there. The characters are bland and lifeless, and I'm sure that the script is just awful. And it's probably those are probably harder to sit through, just because they're so uninteresting.
Well, like I was watching it, and I watched it earlier today. When I was watching it, like it had my attention, and then like it had my attention with not being able to have kids and not having everything work out. Then very slowly everything started to work out, and I'm like, no, that's not how real life is.
Don't you do it.
Like that.
So, how was the bull riding action?
It's pretty intense. Although, I guess it's a max of 8 seconds, and every single scene where they ride bulls, they were on them for way longer than 8 seconds.
Stretch that shit out.
Got to.
That's probably why that douchebag got hurt. Because he was on the bull for too long.
He was on the bull for like 10 minutes. Just hanging out, having a snack.
Your body's not made for that. Just vaping. Vaping on the back of that bull. Fucking eating gummy and vaping.
All right, let's talk about the director, George Tillman Jr.
Oh, yeah.
So, some other films that he directed include The Inevitable Defeat of Mr. and Pete. Came out in 2013. He did Faster, starring the Rock, I think. Right? Yeah. He did Notorious. That sounds familiar. What was that?
Maybe one, isn't it?
Notorious bitch, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, I forgot that they did do a Notorious B.I.G.
I liked that movie.
Yeah, that movie wasn't too bad. It was decent.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, but it was all right. Men of Honor. I think that was the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. The diving one. Remember that one? It was like a deep sea diver.
The
I'm
one.
thinking of Men of Valor.
Oh wait, maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Wait, no, I think Men of Valor was the military recruitment sort of one.
Oh, yeah. No, Men of Honor is the one about Carl Bashir.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The Navy diver, first amputee.
That's what I thought. I remember liking that one. It's been years.
I was gonna say, I thought that one was pretty well received.
Yeah.
What happened?
He
George
did.
Tillman?
Yeah, I mean, he's got some good stuff here. I mean, he did Soul Food. I didn't see that one, but I heard that was very well received when it came out, I believe.
What's going on? What happened to him?
Well, The Longest Ride, because after The Longest Ride, he did 3 episodes of the TV series Power, and then he did a TV movie that's not out yet called Love is a 4-Letter Word.
Which is true.
Well, yeah.
It technically, yeah. Love is indeed a 4-letter word.
Sure is.
It's a look at the complex relationships of 3 modern couples.
Ooh.
It's a look at the complex spelling of the word love.
All 4 letters.
Yes.
Stupid.
That's a terrible title.
Yeah, I mean, he's not a terrible... he's got some good stuff in there. Faster. I don't remember... I don't think I've seen that one.
I remember that poster, though.
I remember the poster. I don't remember anything about the movie, so I don't think I've seen that one. It looks pretty generic, but I don't know. What do you think of this director? Got some good stuff in there, Ryan?
Alright.
Did you see Soul Food, 1997?
No.
Vanessa Williams, Vivica A. Fox, Nia Long.
No, I didn't.
That is like every that's some big 90s names there.
Hell yeah, it is.
Mekhi Phifer.
Everybody's in it.
All right. Any final thoughts on The Longest Ride before you give you your drum roll on this?
It's not worth watching. Everything works out perfectly and it sucks.
All right. There you go. How's Britt Robertson? She's become somewhat famous since then. I guess it just came out last year, so.
Who did she play in the movie?
She was the main girl.
Yeah, she was nice to look at. I mean, the acting was alright, I guess. Wasn't awful. It was nice for 2 hours. Like, if it would have been Miley Cyrus for 2 hours, we probably wouldn't be recording right now because it would have shot myself.
So she at least didn't make you want to commit suicide.
Yeah, at least there's that.
Hell of a compliment.
Right. There we go. Let's go ahead and give your drum roll on this thing. Ryan, what do you give The Longest Ride?
3.
Okay, next question. It's a 3 out of 10, by the way. What do you think of The Choice?
No. Looks the exact same as a rather fucking love story by Nicholas Sparks.
The poster, or whatever you want to call it, the cover for The Choice, looks like an old movie.
It does.
Doesn't it look like something
sure
that would
does.
be from like 1989 or something?
It does. With John Cusack in it.
Yeah. Oh God. I wonder what The Choice is. Let's see. That synopsis is too long. I'm gonna try to find a short
They
synopsis.
fall in love and the girl gets in a car accident and the guy has to like be in the hospital with her while she's unconscious. And I think it's about the struggle too.
Yeah. This will give you an idea. This will kind of clear things up for your plot keywords here. We got pregnant woman, coma patient, so someone's in a coma. The character says I love you, obviously. And my favorite,
Yep.
lawn
Here we
chair.
go.
Lawn chair.
Lawn chair.
Which to me has all the makings of a gripping drama.
Tagline on this one: let your heart decide. Let your heart decide.
Whether you stay with that person that's in a coma.
Be a fuckhead or, be a decent human being.
In a coma from that lawn chair, I'm guessing. Some sort of lawn chair accident.
I think it was a lawn chair accident. Yeah, I think
A faulty lawn chair.
She fell out of it, or maybe went through the hole in the back
it
of
folded
the lawn
up.
chair.
Yeah, it folded up on her. It kind of caved and it folded up on her and put her in a coma. And now he's got to follow his heart. He's got to listen.
After a horrific lawn chair accident.
Now, see, I would watch that.
A man must decide if he stands by his girlfriend in the hospital. Travis and Gabby.
Travis and Gabby.
Are you all right there, buddy?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of shuffling around there.
Nice.
So the director of The Choice is the same guy that did Adult Beginners, Ross Katz.
I like that, man.
Yeah, why is he going to this?
I don't know. It seems like a job. It just
Do you
seems like it's a paycheck.
Do you think? Now I'm starting to wonder if there's like this when a Nicholas Sparks movie comes up, like everyone has to pick a straw, and whoever gets the short straw has to direct the Nicholas Sparks movie. Like no one wants to do it, so they just
It's like Hollywood politics is what it is.
they find a way. Because it seems odd to go from adult beginners.
Yeah.
No, never mind. I was thinking of adult beginners as something else. Adult beginners was terrible, so he deserves this.
Yeah, I was wondering because I was like, I didn't think you liked that movie that much.
No, I was thinking of beginners.
Yeah, that's a different movie. Very different movie.
Correct. Then yes, he deserves this.
The only funny part in that movie was that scene with
It's the sconces. It's the only thing that was funny.
Oh yeah, the sconces. That's it. There's more and more sconces in their house.
Every time you see them, there's just sconces everywhere.
Yeah, it was the one scene with Bobby Moynihan when they were in the store. That was a funny scene, and it was in the trailer. So all you have to do is watch the trailer, and then that's it. That's all you need. Yeah, I don't know. The choice looks terrible. I have little interest in that at all, and I'll be anxious to see if like how it's rated compared to Nicholas Sparks' other movies on Rotten Tomatoes. Speaking of which, let's just for fun look at his like tomato meter scores here. Let me find this list. So like pretty much all of his movies have been rotten for the most part. The lowest is The Best of Me. All right, I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. You can send us your questions and topics to podcast@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegs.Don't And please take a minute to take a look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/FilmPulse. Consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson, and we'll see you next week.
See you later.